Welcome back to another stream, and welcome back to, welcome back to another stream. I think that's about it. I can show you the new things, but first of all, I think I have to say hi to Jean because I already see a lot of comments. Laser Unicorn is here, Dio here, and everyone else. The X Factor is in the chat, and Chori Punk Motorsport, hi there, and Ibri. I see Brendan is here as well. Lee joined in. Black Gordon, Nismo, Mohammed is here as well. Mzin, I think that's Mzin. I mean, it's hard to recognize these usernames right now. But all in all, I did not plan to stream today. But in the end, I said to myself, I'm going to the Sim Racing Expo tomorrow. I'm not going to be here over the weekend. I mean, I'm usually not streaming over the weekend, but I just wanted to show you a couple of things. And I think it's just going to be a slightly shorter stream than usual. And I think for this first, like couple of minutes, I'm just going to take it easy and explain what happened yesterday. Yeah, it's in all of the live streams. I don't know. It's a new thing from YouTube. That's the only thing that I can tell you. Dio Daily C, not yet. I would really like to explain the new lap time challenge. I mean, you probably already. Yesterday was, in the end, it was okay. Lee, I think I will if I find one. Hopefully I'm going to be able to find one. If not, then I'm just going to have to buy it. We'll see. So, new lap time challenge looks quite interesting. So, 33.4 is now the gold. Okay. That's going to be interesting. Morimoto, 30.7. No, God, at 30.9. That's crazy. So I will do that, but a bit later. Sorry about that. And I did something yesterday. I closed the stream. I went in. I just wanted to call it a day, but I couldn't help myself. I just couldn't help myself, and I went again. So my first two races, like I finished 11th, here I finished 13th. It was the worst. But then, it was 11 p.m. I wasn't streaming, and I qualified in 6th place for the last race. And this is how it all started. Let me just enable the tire temps so you can see exactly what's going on. Tire temps, yep. So, I just wanted to comment this race with you and show you what exactly happened. I failed at qualifying again. I didn't qualify well. It was not good. It could have been better. It wasn't. P6, it was better than starting in P11. So that was good. And I realized that sometimes not sometimes. I'm too focused on the audience. And, when 500 people are watching you, it's hard to perform at your best. In dailies, it's okay. But this is how my race started. And I almost thought it was going to end there in the second, or actually third. Hello, Slayers. Hello, Slayers. You know what? I can say that my performance wasn't really great yesterday. Needless to explain what exactly happened. You probably watched it. And then I went again. Started P6. After this first lap, I was still in P6. But the pace was getting better. The pace was actually getting... it was okay. I think it's Benjamin Hensey. He was leading. He had... Well, to be fair, he had a lot more pace than the rest of us. He was kind of close. They were kind of close. I'm not going to say anything. So, P6 here. And then a couple of laps went by. And I actually started catching up. I noticed that Captain JJ he was within reach. And the track once again started drying out. And I really tried not to push the tires over the limit. Really tried to take it as easy as possible because I knew that it doesn't really matter what happens in this first part of the race. The only thing that matters is that I avoid the carnage. So that was the only thing that I wanted to avoid in this race. Making a mistake, spinning out, and that's exactly what those two previous races taught me. And after, wait a second, after a couple of laps, I think someone actually made a mistake here. No. This happened, turn 1, and I got that place. He got onto the wet part of the circuit, just couldn't get the accelerator down, and I was in 5th place, top 5. Really good. Flash, hello. This was a really good approach. Start of the race was not that great. I think it could have been better, but it was fine. And then I had this pretty nice launch. I sent it down the inside on lap 4. Captain JJ was, he was pretty fair. He gave me a lot of space. I kind of overshot it into this turn, but I still believe there was a bit of space. The problem is that if you're on the wet part of the track, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. So, that's kind of the move. You just need to put your opponent into a less desirable position, and that's how you do it here. You can. Is it sportsmanship? Is it not? It works. It works in real racing, so it works here. And then I was in P4, and I thought, oh, okay, P4. I can do this. I can do this, and it's actually going to be really, really good. And then I probably skipped a few things. Is there a good grip? No. And then there was a mistake from our leader. He was dominating this race. He really was. I can't say anything about it. And then getting up to speed is probably the worst thing in the rain. Because when you're in second, third gear, no way that you're going to get the acceleration out of this car. And then this happened. A spin. Smiling speeds are high. And then he got back to, well, not back, he got to 6th place. And Amir got a 4-second penalty for this. And I was in 2nd. I was in 2nd place. And I thought, no way, this is working. I probably know that he's going to catch me. He has a lot more pace. His consistency is much better. He has more confidence with the car. Probably did a bit more practice. And then I said, okay, let's not push it. He's going to serve his penalty no matter what. I'm going to get that place. All I have to do is just stay behind him. No risk. Absolutely no risk there. And then it was time to pit. As you see, the track usually starts to get better. I got out. Captain JJ pitted 1 lap earlier, so unfortunately I lost that place. But I was still in P5. That was good. That was actually really good. So I started doing more and more laps. Wait a second, I skipped it. The other guys pitted. That didn't pit. Wait a second, I might even. Yeah, the other guys pitted. They actually pitted 1 lap later than the pits should be done. But it's better to be safe than sorry. And somehow that was P3 for me. I was in 3rd place. But I had better tires now. I had better tires than most of them. Hence he also pitted in the same lap as I did. I think that was the optimal strategy. And I just started pushing more and more and more. It was looking good until this moment. This was lap 9. So by the way, this was the race that I didn't stream. So that's why I'm reviewing it here. And I'm going to the lap time challenge, a bit of dailies today. This was a risky move because I was on the wet part of the track. I got a bit of understeer, a bit of a contact, but somehow I had a really good launch and took that place. Was it fair? Wasn't it? I seen far worse things, so I would say that it was on the limit. Not exactly the cleanest way of doing it, but it really wasn't that bad. He knew that I would go on the inside. That was my intention. I was really close. And then 2nd place. I was actually in 2nd place. 2nd place. And, they started battling a bit. Nothing really changed. And then he caught me again. But he was really struggling in this first turn, getting onto the wet part of the circuit. And he couldn't get close enough. I mean, he was quicker, let's be honest. He was a lot quicker. I see his acceleration out of some turns was much more consistent. He really had the pace, so nothing to complain about. And as you can see, he's using wider lines, knows exactly where to position the car. More confidence on the way out of the corner. And to be fair, everything was better. But he didn't want to overtake me. And at that one point, I think it was... Oh, sorry. Yeah, it was here. I had a poor exit. So my exit was really bad. Unfortunately, I got too much over the curb onto the wet part of the track, and he turned in. I thought he just wanted to say, okay, you know what, I'm going to take that place, but it was a bit unfortunate, but nothing really happened, so who cares? And then I decided to follow him, and it was the most, or should I say, the best part of this race, because I was all alone, no pressure, just drive, just do my thing, and I was really focused on myself. That was, just doing your thing. I cannot do donations because I'm in Germany. And then we had rain again, and I actually survived this part, but he didn't. He went into the pits. He tried to pit, I think, yeah, he went for the pits. I played it really, really safe in this. It was basically that one cloud of rain. And hello, Claudia. Survived that part. That was cool. I was not pushing. I was taking it really, really easy. And not trying to make any mistakes. After that, the track tried again. That was interesting. And then it was lap 17 when I pitted again. You can see a bit of rain coming. Dark, very, very dark clouds. Went in, took the mediums, and I just need to check if he had a penalty. He didn't have the penalty. Okay, no penalty for him. And when I got out of the pits, he overtook me, which I think was the point that decided this race. So now fighting for the podium here. Like, podium is podium. Yep, they had slightly better acceleration, but worse tires. I tried to keep it smooth, but I think he just had a little bit more pace than me. He sent it now. I kind of left the doors open. And then he went wide again, and then he's going to take a better line out of the final turn, and there was it. We were just losing time. So I said to myself, don't push. Like, okay, push, but don't really push to the limit, because you got this. You just need to take it easy and everything is going to be fine. So that's exactly what I did. I took it easy. I took it actually very easy. And then his tires started basically falling off. He pulled away into the distance. Well, should I say I took it safe. And then it was this crucial moment of the race. And by the way, hello, Grovers. And this crucial moment of the race was the point where I probably should have pitted again. Or maybe even pitted in the lap 25. But now they had fresh intermediates. They will get out of the pits while I try to stay out. I thought about pitting. I thought that my tires would actually be okay, so I didn't. And Captain JJ was there. They had a bit of traffic, which was actually really good for me at this point. And now I gambled. I really gambled. I tried to cool the tires. I tried to make this work because the gap was about 10 seconds, I believe. Captain JJ into the pits, and I think I should have followed him in this lap because that would have been the optimal strategy. So it was actually well, but I should have pitted in lap 25. I didn't. he was leading. He had slightly better tires, and in these rapidly changing conditions, or the track was drying out really, really fast, he was better than me. He was just cooling the tires. He was braking better. He wasn't rotating the car as much as I did. You know, very, very gentle on the accelerator and so on. And I think I even should have put it in lap 26 and it would have been a better situation. But never mind. I went for it. I really tried to see what I can do. And then after a few laps, I realized that my rear left isn't actually going to make it. It was lap 29. I still had some hopes, but the hopes were very low. And unfortunately, my rear left gave up. And then I was basically a sitting duck. I tried to gamble it. I tried really to get that second place. It didn't work out for me. You're saying you knew. I mean, I probably could have pitted and got third place or potentially even second place. But I wanted to see what I can do and maybe if I learned anything out of those previous two races. Because I thought it was actually better. Yeah, it was easier. I'm not saying anything about it. It was easier. Still the pace was solid. I mean, the overall pace was good. It wasn't on the same level as it was before. But I was happy that I didn't make that many mistakes. And I think that was the goal. Pozdrav, Matti. And I played it extra safe in the last turn and I got the fourth place. I think I could have been second if I put it in lap 25, which I didn't. I risked it, and that's exactly what happened. And I have to say, Roger, thank you very much for those 37 months. With the guy, channel just makes the world a better place. But thank you for being a member. I had the same issues with the strategy twice, rear left puncture, and yeah, it happens. So it happened to me all of the times, and I thought, you know what, I learned my lesson. I will actually take it a bit easier. I will not push it. I will take it easy. I did take it easier. It still wasn't enough. So a better strategy for me would be to take the intermediates and then 25 or lap 25 on the intermediates, because it was, I think in the end it was actually a slightly faster strategy, but that was it. Strategy only works for P1. Maybe P1 has more water on the track. You know, the old glitch. It's a potential cause, yeah. Even if it's, for example, in the end, if it's like 5% more water on the track, making the tires cooler. But all in all, you know what? I guess you make your own luck, and I made my own luck there. About this next race, I'm not sure what is the problem. You just need to pick a car, you just need to go into the race, and that's it. You can't even, I mean, you're probably picking up a different race from what I saw. Like, you need to go into this race. You probably picked the wrong race, honestly. It's pretty simple. You just go in, click on this, and pick one of these cars. And this is the combination that we had before. And it was, in my opinion, one of the best combinations that we had. So it'll be interesting to see what the guys will pick. But I think it's going to be the Diablo. Well, I think it's going to be the Diablo. Points for 390 something. But looking at the points ranking, I'm 15th in the region. So all in all, I was racing. I mean, I would say that's my place, to be fair. I think that's my place because I was racing with these guys. They were all quicker than me. They were much quicker than me. And I think I could be somewhere in between P15 to P20 in the region, which is still good. But for example, when you're watching me in the top split, there are only 16 people in the lobby, and if you're last or if you're 15th, it doesn't look good, but you're actually 15th in the region. So it's when you put things into perspective like that, it's better. It's better. But I believe that I would be happy to finish somewhere in between 15th and 20th in the region. I think that's the place where I belong, and that's my pace. So that would be nice. That would be nice. But for example, when you're watching my streams, these guys are winning. They, are better than me in general. Actually, you are far behind P15 because of the point system. I wouldn't say it. Like, for example, from all of the people that raced yesterday, there are some names. I mean, of course, there are always going to be some names that, kind of use the point system and really, should I say, abuse the point system. I finished 4th place and gave me P15th in the region. But as I said, it's round P15 to P20 where I think I belong. So the point system is, the point system unfortunately is not perfect, but I believe all of these names, for example, World Series, World Series, World Series, World Series, I can just go on. For example, if I get myself into the top 20, that's already a good result, and I think those are the people that I can actually race with. So this region from, let's say, P10 to P15 to, let's say, P30, and this is where I want to end. So the point system isn't perfect. Getting into the top split should be rewarded, but it's not, unfortunately. There are still some names that, are not in this, but if you're going for the World Series, you just have to be in the top 5. So it doesn't really matter if I'm 15th or 30th. But I think overall my pace should reflect that position. That's what I wanted to say. Stealing points, who cares? It's an exhibition series. And hello, shrooms. But yeah, it doesn't matter. You can't do that in the official series because you will get banned. But looking at the point structure, I think the points should be rewarded based on the splits. So let's say 445 is the first, and then 440 is the second, and so on. Just losing 5 points each time. And then I think this should really represent the true value and the true meaning of the top split. Either way, you can just get into the second split and win. You're like last in the top split and you're getting 400 plus points. Multiple accounts is cheating. You know what? Honestly, I don't care about it in the exhibition series, but they did ban a couple of guys that went in and tried to do that. One of them was this guy, but okay. So they banned them. They couldn't race. I'm okay with that. So people just want to have some fun. All in all, actually, Killian joined the last slot. He out-qualified me, and then he just quit the race. So yeah. He's got his second account. Yeah, that's okay. So I think it's okay. They do it in the official season, so I don't think we should really worry about that. So yeah. What position is in the top split? Should be the same position in split first place. All the places in the top split. Yeah, I think the positioning in the top split should reflect the positioning in the overall standings. So if I finished, let's say, 10th in the top split, I should be 10th in the region, not 40th. I'm not saying that it's... I should say that it's far from perfect, but it's not like the worst point system that we've ever seen. Still, it's the same for everyone. So you can always complain that, something isn't good, something isn't there, something needs to be changed. But all in all, if we're all in the same, then It's good. But yeah, like that's the point. I would say that's the point. I mean, it is what it is. It's just a different league. I agree with you. I agree with you absolutely. A time trial later. Did I? No. So if you're, let's say, if you're in the second split, you're in the second split. I mean, I think I belong somewhere in between first and second. I can easily get second is where I can like compete. First is first. So something in between is somewhere where I think that I could potentially get if I really push. Looking at the leaderboards. P8 Slayers, P8. They could say they're saving, but actually pushing. It's a very small difference between, or should I say, it's a very small difference of pushing or taking it easy, especially in the top split. You don't even notice it, but they are saving tires. It's just another level. Slayers. I'll get there. Don't worry. Now today, you know what, I'm going to do a couple of these dailies, a bit of time trial, and then I guess get ready for the Sim Racing Expo. But I just wanted to give you some kind of perspective because, so for example, when you see me frustrated, when I'm doing an 8-hour stream, actually it's 7.5 hours, but who cares? This thing isn't turning now, it's not the Red Bull one. It's basically like same as finishing first in the third split. And then I would be third. I wouldn't get... And also that was the situation that we had yesterday. Like when the things are not really working the way they should be, I get a lot of advice. But for example, when I'm winning. But I can actually be slower in the third split and still win than to be 10th or 12th in the top split. So... I think the top split, yeah, should be rewarded more, but all in all, if you're winning, no one is saying anything. Slayers, you know what, on this track I don't think I will, but... We need a good mood digit. I'm in a good mood. I'm usually in a good mood. I'm not in a good mood when I'm losing the car and when I'm using braking bias. Slayers, you did a pretty solid lap. If I get close to you, I'm going to be happy. And yeah, for example, when you lose it, then it's a lot of advice. But when you do it right, then nothing. Max, hello there. Can you walk us through? I think I can. Why not? Just to get the feel of it. Well, maybe when I hit the wheel yesterday, that was my rough moment. And in the end, I guess it's all good. It's like when you lose a FIFA game and then you just destroy a controller. And then you think about your life decisions and then you sell everything and then the other day you buy it again. But okay, that's normal. So for example, watch my brake in Sheldon and look at the positioning of this car. So, the whole point, don't brake more than, let's say, 30%. If you brake more and if you're not fully onto the left, you won't be able to get anything out of that turn. I mean, you will, but it's not. It's really not the same as you're on, or should I say, fully on the left and fully committed. So usually I just downshift just to get a little bit more rotation. I don't think it's even necessary, but it's my thing. Oh yeah, now I'm struggling. Yeah, you just need to get the flow with this car. And the most important part is to carry the speed. So if you just lose the car, or if you just start understeering, you start understeering. So you'll see me once again. I'm going to try to brake 30%, roughly 30% at 150, slowly turning in. And then just at about the last sign, I let the car go and I focus on the accelerator. But the most important thing is not to lose speed there. And honestly, this feels so slow today. Maybe I got a tunnel vision from that Red Bull thing. And here the most important thing is just to get early on the power. So brake a little bit sooner than I did now, and get on also on the power a bit sooner, just to carry the speed, because it's a long straight. Yeah, I mean, 150, 30%, but hold it longer. I would actually say even less. But then you have to be on the limit, so I would say roughly 30 is fine. That's the problem with me in this car. So, I need a few races to kind of get into the zone and think I can push. Or maybe I can see Damien's lap, yeah. Later, you know what, later I will. So you're saying that he is braking and using... Huh, interesting. Cool. Okay, maybe I was doing it wrong. Inside, don't get a lot of understeer because that's what pushes the car wide. Easy. Go. Huh. It could potentially be faster, Shilton, than what I told you. Krishmi, was it? Whoa, that's the worst part. Three minutes, okay. What are you saying? 2 to 4 laps. Let's see. Huh, okay. Slightly different line. Cool. Yeah. Nope. And then lost it all. Okay, I had 2/10 that one. Mr. Cardoso, hi there. Oh yeah. Suboptimal. Actually, this exit was really good. Mind-blowing. In which way? That was actually a really good exit there. Oh yeah, I got 2/10 in the first corner. Yeah. I think I got a 0.7. Tom the rookie for beer in Dortmund. What are my plans? I have a couple of things that I need to visit. I already have a plan. But as I said, this year there were actually... Why is it so empty today? I might even switch to my second account. Yeah, we actually had a lot of emails from all of the other manufacturers, from most of the manufacturers, saying you should visit us and book an appointment, but unfortunately I just don't have the time for everyone. So I'll have to be pretty selective on what I do. I got invited into a race, which hopefully will go well, but not sure about it. We'll see. Then I'll try Project Motor Racing. That's something. But yeah, I think it's going to be fun in the end. Well, it should be fun. This year, there are actually a lot of things. Yeah, I mean, last year, not that many. It was okay last year, but this year, I think they really, do have a lot of new stuff. Drama. We love drama. We love drama, don't we? Let's go. Thank you, Tom. Okay. But first, a few races. I mean, I'm not going to overtake now. Whoa! What? Did he? I think he actually lifted. I wanted to give him a bit of a bump. So yeah, I think this slightly more narrow line is better. Uh-huh. This. Maybe some of the guys are on the mediums. A slightly different line than what I normally use. End of the race. Hopefully it's not going to be. I just don't know when to pit now. Just 8/10. Old Boyle. Hi there. So I don't recognize anyone by their usernames now. Just like weird. Now. Something happened there. Have I considered the M6? Not really. I prefer this car. Even though it's more difficult to handle, I prefer this car. I could potentially try a different car, but I think this one is the best. And when you get something right, not change it. Yesterday, in the end, I think in that race, in the second race, I did nightmare. Terrible. It would be better that I didn't. But in the last race, I didn't again, and then it was... You know how it is. I should have tried the intermediates. The intermediates were, in my opinion, even a better choice. Because then with the intermediates, you can really use the full width of the track, you can carry more speed. And either way, the race is over in 5 laps, so who cares? I think that's what I should have done, but... Andy. Thank you. I risked it. Honestly, it should have been second place. I think I could have got... I think third... Yeah, third would have been better. Second would definitely be better. But I don't think we can really compare the first 2 slots and the third one. Just not on the same level, really. And when there is a car that I don't understand, like the Red Bull X competition, I just need a lot more practice. I just need to really understand what I'm doing. Instead of just jumping into the race and feeling the car. Because that's not what works there. A lot less with interest. Yeah, also. You know, and those are the things that you understand the day after. Unfortunately. So yeah, just on the pit exit, I think you can get 2 to 3 seconds. I mean, solid. Yeah, it's solid. It's solid. Thank you, Andy. I mean, either way, I mean, in the next couple of races, actually the next one I'm not going to do. But next Wednesday, yeah, I'm going for it. I might even do some practice. Because yesterday, I mean, I started, what, at 2 p.m., did it 7 hours. Your focus after 7 hours just isn't there. I need to watch how Damien is doing this. Honestly, for me, that Monza was one of the worst time trial combinations that we had because of the penalties. Like, you're pushing, getting over the curb. Oh, it's invalidated. Pushing, you're getting decent sectors, penalty. Then, I don't know. I think it's going to be fine, but my expectations are not high because it's also without the chicane, which is... Oh. It's tough. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to do a bit of streaming today. Why not? I mean, I did some of the things before the stream, and I said, yeah, okay, 3 hours. Yeah, he's not going to catch me. I mean, he's on the mediums, so... He will extend his stint, I will pit, then he will pit, I will still be in front. It's going to be okay. I'll pit now. Let's go, mediums. I don't know, sometimes I can take this corner like flat out, sometimes it feels like I need to lift, sometimes even brake. Also depends on the fuel load. Maybe he's going to stay out for a couple of laps longer. I haven't tried race room, no. Well, actually, I did once. Was it last year? He needs to quit. More pressure? I would say not really. When, you know, when it's a really competitive race, then yes. I mean, of course. But when it's like a daily race like this, not really. It's still staying out. I mean, I don't think I... Well, I just wanted to say, I don't think I really look very stressed. Maybe I do. I don't know. Okay, my problem there. Downshifts. Far. Hello, Andy. He's still staying out. lost, what? It's like seconds with the strategy. He didn't get the memo. Didn't you get the memo? Oh, he got the memo. You know what, that's a pretty big gap to the other guys. I think I'm going to go on my second account. Lambo, here. Oof. Nothing too good. No, you need a car that turns well and it can carry the speed. Lambo is something that you can try, but I'm not sure if it's the best option. Lap time challenge. I will do the lap time challenge later. Yep. Just thinking about that. This is time trial. No. I'll switch accounts after this. Yeah. Oh, Lenny, how did I do in the nations? The first two races were terrible. But the last one actually was quite solid. I mean, I finished in 4th place, but it's not where I finished, but it's how many mistakes I've done. And in the last race, I've only done like one little mistake, I think. Of course, it should have been faster, but I'm pretty happy when I'm like consistent and I'm not making mistakes. That just improves the whole experience. It doesn't have to be the world pace or the world record pace, but as long as I'm competitive and as long as I feel good about the car and I don't make too many mistakes, then it's good, if you ask me. see it. I'm gonna spin 2 times and done. Yeah. 1 spin, 15 seconds. Ah. I mean, yeah, it's just about, you know, having a good feel of the race. You don't, and I mean, I don't necessarily have to win, but I was happier about that 4th place. It wasn't about the result, even if I finished P10. But if it was a good race, and if I was like, I was pushing, I was on the limit, I was doing the right things, I wasn't spinning out and doing that kind of stuff, that's good. That's good. But if I'm constantly losing it, it's just not a good experience. Audi. Not sure what to think about the Audi here, but I think this is the only car that it's competitive that can like win against. Okay, M6 or the BRZ, they're probably the 2 best cars. No, thank you. Does the tire temperature on the right side of the screen affect anything in GT7 Online? It does. It does affect cornering. Also, it affects tire wear. It affects a lot of different things. How much is that car? But you don't have to buy any car. Rent. Click. You can use all of the cars. So in online mode, you don't have to own any of the cars. You just need to go into the race, click on rent a car, and that's it. By the way, renting isn't actually renting, it's just borrowing without a fee. Usually group 4 cars are 450k. Sorry, group 3 450, group 4 350, I think. I could check actually, but I think they are roughly that. Let's open up a few tickets. No, it's not possible. It's third-party software called Coach Dave Delta. It's 450, but I can get you a discount. Let's see. It's gonna be 5k again, isn't it? Yeah. Excuse me. 10k. What is that? 15k. Oh, McLaren. What is that? McLaren VGT. But you know what? That's actually a cool car. 1 million. I think roughly 1 million credits. Telemetry should come in the next update, Spec 3, yes, in December. Not exactly sure exactly when it's going to happen, because I don't think they announced it. So still, I don't know if it's going to be an advanced telemetry like we have with Delta, or it's going to be a more simplified version of it. Really depends on the features. Let me just check what's going on here. Okay. Wash the car. Oil change. My thoughts. It's the same combination that we had a while ago. And the Diablo was the best one. Diablo was the best one. You know what? I'll go sign up for another one. I might even do some time trial today. Or just time trial for the rest of the stream. I'll see. But... Or should I go from the back and... You know what? Let's do it like this. There was... Wait a second. If you click on the link down in the description, which leads to my website, then you will be able to find it. So screen capture right there. Dailies. It was daily race at Suzuka. Tsukuba Suzuka in... was it maybe this one? Maybe the other one. No. Oh, that's group 2. Group 3 and 27. No. Well, actually, that was a while ago. But when was that race? Oh, no, it definitely wasn't. Suzuka? Ah, okay. Excuse me. It's this one. So the world record here was the Diablo. Actually, Diablo was not really used that much, but it was the fastest car. So Diablo, then it was the GTR. So between 59.599, but Diablo was more difficult car to drive. So it was either a GTR GT500 or the Diablo GT. Yeah. And then only in 20, but that's already a second down. Carrera was a second down. That's a lot. Doing his best, Mad Max getting chased across the desert this week. Trying my best. Let's see. Parts, let's go. So, if I buy the Delta subscription, which is more expensive than just for the be able to use, for example? No. If you buy it for GT, you can only use it for GT. It has modules, so you're only able to use that one module. And Aloha Mark. Did I change the tires? Yes, I did. I should definitely improve on 110.9. I'll try. And Barry saying, just a quick visit to smash the like button. Thank you for the likes, everyone. Already 160 likes, thank you. So, let's get this one done. Go. Go. Yeah. Yes, you can. Go, go, go. Bunny right there. Oh. No. So, what I believe right now, I don't think there is actually a real benefit of going that wide. Just bought the shifters. Nice, Cindy. I hope you're going to enjoy them. I mean, for me, that was the biggest upgrade that I did for this wheel, and I've been using now this wheel for what? 3 years. Maybe it's going to be time for an upgrade soon. Just buy that Bentley or a BMW wheel. Now that would be an improvement. How much is the Bentley, I think it is? The new old FANATEC? I didn't. Should I? Probably should. If I upgraded my wheelbase, what would I go for? I mean, I got the most expensive wheelbase in the FANATEC ecosystem, so yeah, that's it. I can only downgrade. Okay, I think the DD, the podium DDs, they were more expensive, but maybe they're slightly, not the same. Shadow Realm. Yeah. Penalty as well. So, where should I start? What kind of challenge? This is daily race C. I am on a Club Sport DD Plus wheelbase. Maybe there will be something new, I don't know. Who knows? Which program do you use? I use Premiere Pro, Adobe Premiere Pro. Every once in a while when I'm doing something, I'm using After Effects. And I mainly use Photoshop to edit my thumbnails and everything. Lightroom for... Well, Lightroom is usually better for photos because it's simpler. So, I use Adobe products. Maybe because I just got so used to them and just trying to do something different isn't, yeah. I'm actually not a Mac guy, I only got a MacBook Air as my laptop. But I have a PC. So for streaming, I'm using a PC. Yeah, I don't think they will. Ace Attack. It's they would need a pretty big contract with PlayStation or with Sony specifically, so maybe it's not really on the horizon, but who knows. And there was another question for me that I didn't see, and I'm going to do it now in the stream. Do these sim manufacturers announce new products? They do. They actually do. Well, FANATEC sent a teaser already, like just a photo of like get ready for something new or something like that. I don't even know what it seems or what it's going to be. Maybe pedals. Who knows? So, from experience, I know that he usually pits in lap, what, 12, 11? No, maybe podium pedals. V3s have been around for God knows how long. Yeah, I don't know. online Photoshop in DaVinci. I had a look at DaVinci. It looks, I mean, DaVinci is good. DaVinci is like solid. But I would have to learn it again. And I got everything already ready for Premiere Pro and then just doing everything again. I don't know. It would take me a lot of time. Probably the videos would be not the way they look right now, so I don't know, maybe one day I'll just change everything that I use. I usually pit on lap 6, sorry, lap 9. You can pit even earlier, but I just did it because he was behind me. Just wanted to extend my stint. Because last time I got really close to him. I want to avoid any kind of unnecessary battles. He's not pitting yet. Header, hello there. Well, I'm going faster than before, which is good. And hopefully that pace is going to translate into my time trial pace. No. And hello, Calster, by the way. For the tire temps, I'm using Coach Dave Delta. It's like a feature in the program for... I mean, basically, it's a telemetry tool that helps you analyze your lap times. I stopped giving track guides. I stopped doing that like a year and a half, no, 2 years ago. Well, track guides for me were always, I mean, they started this channel basically. But after a while, when you do the combination 5 times already, and when you do a lap guide each Monday, or what it was, even Monday and Thursday. So you're trying to make a video, but you have to be really, really fast with editing. It's not a highly complex thing to do. It's definitely not. But that video usually lasts for what, a week? And then it slowly dies. So if you're trying to build a channel, I think track guides are a good way to start. But if you're just making track guides all the time, unfortunately the channel isn't going to go anywhere. Because you're already limiting yourself to that specific audience. It's basically like a niche and a niche and a niche. So it was time consuming, it didn't really lead to anywhere. And I'm not saying that I will never ever again make a guide. It's just that there is only a small percentage of people that actually want to see a guide. And you have to do it quick. So if you post a guide on Wednesday, no one is really going to watch it. So you put in some work to get a couple of thousand views. I mean, that's okay. But if you're doing that for years, I don't know. And then the video just, yeah, it's gone. There we go. Yeah, it is. It is niche of a niche of a niche, because you're aiming for kind of sim racing. First of all, consoles, gaming consoles, racing games. Then it's Gran Turismo. Then in Gran Turismo, it's actually Gran Turismo 7. And then you're targeting that small percentage that are playing online. So I think you get the idea. Thank you, guys. And then literally, I think it would be, okay, like 40,000 people each week play a specific daily race, and every single one of them would need to watch your video to actually get some decent numbers. So yeah. Whew. How long it takes to have your profile claimed on Edge? How long? Well, usually I'm doing it, so doing this right now, so I can't do anything else. But let me check. If I got the request, I can do it now. Daniel. Okay, I can see it actually. Give me a second. What do you think? Should I do some time trial or more racing? Or just do a couple of races from the back? Okay, let me just claim an account. Danny. I'll check that later. And Daniel, I can see that you have your first account claimed. You can't have two claimed accounts on one profile. So you would need to create another profile. So basically you need another account on the website to claim another account. So basically means one account, one claimed account. So I can't claim that one that you sent me. I'll check it later. Okay, you create another one, then I'm going to claim it. I mean, I already got the nickname, so. Racing from the back with the Beetle. Lap 12 instead of lap 10? And Andy. On enough footwork. I'm good. Suzuki, I think it's copy-paste, isn't it? But yeah, I'm going to do it after the stream later. So. Beetle from the back. I'm going to do that on my second account then. I don't want to risk this. You'll have enough time. I don't know how it's going to work with the Beetle, but let's give it a shot. Okay. I hope Sean is happy. Oh. it's slightly different than what I'm used to. God, the driver, hi there. Hope you're well, man. Thanks for being a member. I see that your channel is doing well. Maybe you're not in the chat. I mean, maybe you're just lurking in the chat. I think we had some interesting races last week. $11 months, man. 11 months. Let's do this. Okay. But you know what? After this, I'm doing the time trial. I have to do it. But guys, if you would like to see more of this stuff, and in general, if you would like to help me to reach, I mean, I'm going to say reaching like 100,000 subscribers. It seems wild, actually, when you think about it. But it's almost there. Like, I'm not going to say almost. I'm still missing like a lot of time. I'm missing a lot of subscribers, and I still need a lot of time. But when you get to this point, 63,000, it's crazy when you think about it. It really is. Yeah, let's do it. And Mr. Spun, thank you. So, wow, this Beetle. Oh, wow. What's up with this car? It's going to be slow in the middle, but who cares? Yeah, who cares? Understeer. Oh, yeah, a lot of understeer. The Beetle is well known for its aerodynamical efficiency. Everyone off. It's him. dust. Dust again. Well, off the track. There we go. You should try the Beetle today. What? What? BRZ is cracker here, like. Oh, duszone. Oh. Good guy, Dusan. Fortunately, something very similar happened to me. So what you're saying is that you can't see the difference. Is that it? Wow. And instead of DG Hard, now it's Colin. That's why I don't like about the usernames. Jeez, I can't recognize people in the chat anymore. Yeah, oh, you're not going anywhere. I don't even know how many laps I need to spend on hard, so what should I do? A YouTube, that's what happened. Someone is off. I think he's going to save it. Yep, that's Danny. Okay. I think I know why I'm always using the BRZ this week. I don't think the Beetle is ready for this race. No, no, no. Like, it doesn't turn. No, 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 no. It won't even turn there, like... Yeah, it feels like I'm in a different league. No, I simply can't carry the speed as usual. I mean, this is the real reason why everyone is using the BRZ. Overall, it's a much better car. It's even worse, okay. Okay, I'll have to extend my stint then. I mean, top speed is okay, but everything else. Let me pass. You got pace. I think I'll have to do 10 laps on the hards. Yeah. I think that's the only option. By the way, it is more stable. That's a plus, but still. Let's pit. If I shift my braking bias to the middle, my fronts will be destroyed, like properly destroyed. This way I actually have some hope. Some hope. very wide. I mean, this is the reason why you don't want to use different cars here. Barely into 11s. It's just the understeer. Oh. You know what? P5 would be really nice. Someone is off there. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm in P5. Come on! was that? That was an understeer. Oh. We'll check the replay. Hello, Jeff. I'm doing good. How about you? And thank you. Let's see. It's over. P7. Yeah, I just want to see the replay. Just. Switching to the radar for a good reason, and then I mean, it doesn't really matter much, does it? But all in all, come on, give a bit of space. I want to see it. The Beetle. The Beetle. The Beetle is a very interesting car. Interesting in a way that it's difficult to drive it. Well, actually, on some of the tracks, it's okay. It's not that bad. No, that was. What the? He didn't even brake there. He just missed his braking point. Yeah, if it wasn't for me there... Yeah, usually you brake here. Yeah. That's a good photo here. Poetry in motion. And balloons in the background. I'm not touching that. Yeah, he just didn't break. That's it. Maybe it's a better camera if I... And somehow the Beetle became a rally car. No, not a penalty. Wow. Actually, this looks so real. I mean, I love what people do. Like it's incredible how some of these shots look. It's just wild. You know what? Time trial now. Yeah, he would have been in the dunes. But let's do some time trial now. That's the way to go. Okay, let's see what he did. I can't see what he did. Okay. Either way then, let's jump in. Hope it's going to be a good one. Max, not today. Not today. I did it a few times. It didn't really go that well. On some tracks it can work, but I usually pick the track where it can't work. Maybe a bit too much feedback, don't you think? I feel like it's too loose. Oops. What is that? A 31 point? $31.3. No, it just feels too loose now. Yeah, too loose. Fire's overheating already. I need 1.3 seconds. Wait. You can do a 30 Callister. I just think the NSX is a better car. Tires. Wow. Okay, let's have a second. I think 31s are not going to be an issue. Maybe later it's going to be an issue to break into like the low 31s. GTR. Validated, let's try again. No. Pushing too hard. Only 1.7. Yeah, but the fronts are getting too hot there. And especially when you do something like that. It'll be okay. Nope. There is a lot more in this. A job is a job. Pays the bills. Yeah. Too much on this too. The guy. I'm just going to do my thing. Little improvement. Prime time. I hope I'm doing prime work today. I would say that I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. The only thing that I'm missing here is a couple of pins. Cooling the tires. When do you are at? I am going to be there on Saturday. Saturday alone. Only Saturday. I'm traveling tomorrow, but when I get there, it's going to be late. So Saturday it is. Didn't really cool the tires, did it? That was better. I love having Delta. I love having this so I can actually see where I'm improving. I know I'm doing a lot of mistakes probably. I need to probably go wider into some turns. Maybe even use different gears. Yeah. Let's do it again. to turn in later, slightly wider into the corner. Ooh, okay. Let me see where I am at this point. I'm 5th. Oh. Okay. That's good. I didn't even realize. Let's save the lap. Let's do a bit more. Just saying. No, you're right, you're right. About 3rd. Yeah, slightly wider. I think that would be better. about here? Second is faster. Yeah, look at those fronts. Wow, the fronts are done. You can't go over it. Let's do it again. The fronts get really, really hot. I mean, you can cut, but not with all 4 tires. Yeah. For example, you can do that. And definitely don't look that. Yeah, don't do that. And don't do that. What are you saying? Best food in Dortmund, Big Boost Burger. Good to know. I need to write that down. This is what the chat is for. do that. What he's saying, you should check out JP's Space Museum. Well, most of my day I'm going to be at the expo, so like I'm going to be there from 9:30 till 6 or maybe even 7 p.m. So I might go outside later just to grab something to eat. I don't know. JP Performance. And he makes fast food as well? Diversify, okay. So George became G-Illusion. I remember George and his photo, luckily. And I also have to thank him for 22 months. Crazy. Thank you. I guess that's the way to do it. To Charlotte next year for the expo. I was invited to Sim Gaming Expo this year, but honestly it's far away. It's probably too far away for the expo. I would basically it would need to be a vacation, like a full vacation to go there. I'm not going to say no, but at this point I think it's highly unlikely. Boost Burger. Boost Burger, what an egg. From a guy that makes cars. No, of course. Expenses on me. I mean, I'm happy with a 31 too. I would be happier with something better. Still is good. Oh yeah. If I try to use that line, it usually ends like this. Afternoon, Jason. No problem, man. Thank you. I mean, should I say thank you? Really? Sorry, done. Gaining time. That's strange. Oof. How was this? I mean, look at my tires. The tires are done. I have to restart. See ya later, California Condor. Thank you. Saying first hairpin and losing 2/10. Maybe the whole section. No, I'm doing too much of it. Ulster, you got some work to do. Third. That's better. Well, there is a lot more in the lap. So, it seems like world record time. 3/10. I barely found those. I mean, I can find those 2/10. I know where I lost them, but it's autopolis. Yeah, I'm getting old. It's so unfortunate, isn't it? That's 3.10. P1 so close, but so far away. 0.32% to the world best. Let me save this lap. Well, you know what? I have a bit of time. So I'm going to jump on my main account and I'll try to improve in daily race. Maybe that's not really the best thing to do because I'm actually going to lose a lot of time because I need to get used to the car. Still, daily C now. At least you know what? If I find the tent, I'm happy. Two tents. Okay, I can find 2 tents. But I just got about 35 minutes. So yeah, that should work. Because I think I need to think about the score on the website. So yeah. And thank you guys for those 300 likes. Appreciate that. So if you're enjoying this, think about liking, potentially subscribing. Slayers wants to race me. Oh no. Let's do it now. This is going to feel so slow now. Let's do it. What do we got? What do I need? 0.7. Yeah, if I can get 0.7, that would be good. If you put in a reminder. No. Why? You can do whatever you like, Grovers. Thank you, Lenny. Oh. I'm missing those balloons on the left. They're really helpful as a reference. So for example, I would need to do something like I'm doing today, each day before the World Series event. And I think only then I could be able to really compete with those guys. And even then it would be difficult. Oh no. Constantly thinking that this car has more downforce. It doesn't. It's still good. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Oops. That's no. Bad lover. Bad lover. I mean, Coaster, on your level, I think you should start thinking about it. I mean, it's better. Better is all right. I'm not saying that it's not. But a wheel is a wheel. I just love playing in the sand. Stronger than me. Hello, Chris. Okay. Oh well. Really? Let's try that. I tried that a few times, but you really need to be early on the power, otherwise it doesn't work. Doesn't matter. Oh, that's what happens. Okay, I'm going to do this for a little while longer and then calling it a day. I think I know what I need to do. I just need to do it. And that's the biggest problem here. I'll do a few laps and call it a day. Really, I don't know, I had a couple of really good laps when I was doing the races, and then all of a sudden I'm doing like 11s. Not bad lap times though, but yeah, it shouldn't be that much of a difference. Maybe even my reaction time is not on the same level as at the beginning of the day. Yeah, I think with this I'm done. Okay, let's see where I am on the leaderboards. I might try to improve on Sunday when I get back home, but I don't really think I will. It's not bad, like 56th in the world, but I would really like to get a better lap. But overall, I mean, it's okay, you know? It's okay, it's fine. But looking at... Ooh, look, 811. Yeah, I would probably need to study the lap a little bit more, see, you know, where I can get that 2/10 or what is that even? A feeling at a 550. Yeah, that's... I mean, those are really good lap times, but yeah, I think I'm going to call it a day with this one. And time trial went well, everything went well. Micha, long time no see. Pozdrav. That's why he didn't go to the top 10, Sammy. You needed to be there. Missed the time trial. But Kind of. I mean, I didn't really spend too much time doing this. I mean, I got it down to that 30.992. And I actually think the second lap is faster than the first one. But it's okay. You know what? 7:05.991.992. I think this lap has a lot more potential, to be fair. It can probably go down to like a 0.4 or 0.5. Because usually that's how things work at Autopolis. And I think eventually someone is going to get there. But, you know, for me, I think it's fair. And, you know, I think it's a good way to end the day. So, yeah, I'm calling this one a day. What can I say? Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here. I'm going to Sim Racing Expo. I'll try to test everything that I can get, really. Really, I'll try to get everything tested. I'm probably not going to be able to test everything, but hopefully I will. Most of the things on my wish list. So yeah. Yeah, I guess calling it a week. Sam, thank you. Yeah, I'll try to have fun. Maybe get those burgers. Who knows? Thank you, Eddie. Thank you very much. Hopefully no flight delays. Hopefully everything is going to be okay. Otherwise, I'll go by car. Not really. Maybe. But yeah. It'll be interesting. So, what can I say? Guys, thank you very much for watching today, for all of the likes today, and for the previous week. I might even drop a video tomorrow. I'll see if I'm going to be able to edit it. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I'll see if I get the time. But yeah. Pretty solid time trial, and I guess I'll see you next time. So enjoy the rest of your week, or should I say enjoy your weekend. And yeah, burgers. You know what? I'm going to Google if it's too far away, and I'm probably not going to do it. But if it's close, who knows? I always like good recommendations about food. Okay, guys. I think I'm going to call it a day. I'll see you next time. Enjoy the weekend, as I said. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.